You'll know at the end.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. But even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money. Destiny.
What's happening, everybody? This is going to be a little different video here. I'm going to be covering this video that Mase did with Cameron on their podcast called It Is What It Is. And he talks a lot about destiny, divine decree, predestination, and things like that, which is something, regardless of the content that I put out on this channel, this is something that kind of like what my channel was based off in the beginning, is talking about things like this and why things occur and just to travel this journey through life. What he says here is a conversation that I have had several times with several different people, and I think it's very important, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So hopefully you guys look at things through a different lens and don't beat yourself up so much. So without further ado, let's jump into the clip. Let's go.
If I married a woman in Vegas, my life would be different today. I married somebody in Mississippi. It took me down a whole different road. Doesn't mean that it's the woman's fault. I'm just saying decisions take you down paths. It's a crazy point, but it's really is some truth to it. Because he's not here. Just like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here with you.
Right.
Me and you don't speak for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as we get back together, something big happens. That means that my destiny and your destiny was connected. There's some people that I met one time. Every time I do something with them, it goes wrong. Doesn't make them a bad person. Our destinies are just not together. So there's people that you meet that they could take you off your journey somewhere else and you'll end up with a different outcome. Doesn't make them a bad person. But these two people were not meant for each other, but they still chose to go with each other. Does that statement make sense? Not that she's not. Do you understand the concept?
I get it. Three are still here. God bless the dead.
Yeah.
The other three are still,
I get what you're saying.
Those are blessings. Those are blessings.
No, I'm not saying they're not blessings. I'm just giving you the idea.
I get it. I agree with Kim.
You're not understanding what he's saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is your destiny, like when you're put on the earth, there's somewhere you're supposed to be. Right? But you could pick any place. That's just like me, right? I took my life. I was doing music, right? And I said, you know what? I'm not going to do music. I'm going to go over here, right? Mm-hmm. So if I go over here and all of this bad stuff happened, no matter who I met over here, I wasn't supposed to go that direction. Okay. All you get to do in life is pick your choice, but the consequence, you don't get to pick.
I get it.
I understand that part.
I want to stop him right there because I don't want to lose. I know he's touching a few different things. He says you make the choice, but the end result tends to be the same. So I look at life, I'm a firm believer, and I know this is getting off of the content that I usually do, but I'm a firm believer in predestination. I'm a firm believer in choices. The choices that you make, I believe that there is free will, but I believe to a certain extent. I believe that some things, it doesn't matter what you do, it's inescapable. You're going to end up in the same position sometimes as far as your life path and how it goes. So he was saying it's the same consequence. You can make a choice. Sometimes you look back on life, like he said, 20 years, it was destined for him and Cameron to get back together after the situation they had. And he was talking about leaving rap, which he'll get into later on the clip, talking about the situation with Diddy. But you never know where you'll end up at in life. Like where I'm at in life now, I never thought I'd be a YouTuber. I never thought that this thing would happen. I never thought that there'd be hundreds of thousands of people following me, if not millions of people who have seen me and seen my content and what I do and what I talk about. I never thought that. I never thought that things would end up, when you marry someone, you think you'll be with them forever. You never think that you'll end up in certain places or hanging with certain people. Everything is a decision. Whether you walk out the door right now and decide to talk to somebody that you never talked to before, it could be a life-changing experience that you don't even know could happen. But a lot of us don't look at it like that. A lot of us look at it like, whatever. But think about every person you've ever met in your life, whether you have approached them or vice versa. Women tend not to approach people too often, but men do all the time, right? Even though women are the social of the species and they meet, but it's just one of those things. That's why I say, why would you want to cheat yourself out of a great opportunity? But some things are just destined to happen, even no matter how hard you try to make something happen. If it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. It's not written for you. But we're going to jump back into this clip here and finish it out. Let's go.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real deep. It's gonna go
Like
over a lot
I
of
could go out. I could go out right
Church
now.
on Friday,
I could go out right now and get a woman pregnant, and we have a beautiful child. That still don't mean that that's what I was supposed to do. That's what I did.
No, I get that. I get that a lot because, and not to the scenario, right? To make, and this is not as deep as Mase is going, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, we all in this room right now.
Yeah.
No matter what you did in your life, no matter what she did in her life, no matter what Nick did in his life,
Yes.
it all led to us being in this room right now. No matter what, no matter if she's making $2, I'm making $3, he's making $4, you're making $2 billion.
Yeah.
Everybody, no matter what, is here right now. And Mase got deeper than that, but to put it on a general spectrum, this tonight on whatever date this is, we're all here at this very moment, no matter what path you took to get in this room tonight.
Yeah. Is a such thing as life, and then there's destiny. Those are two different things. Like every person have something they supposed to do, but then they don't have to choose that. And that's what makes it your life. Like you could be meant to be something great, but you can decide something different, as we see people do all the time. But you always know the right decision because it's the end result that tell you you made the right decision or that wasn't the right decision.
You don't know till the end.
You'll know at the end.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the shine, the loan, the Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack,
Biggie Smalls.
the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money back. I didn't lose no money. Destiny.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good.
Nigga said, and that's why he makes the big bucks.
That's why he makes the big.
Very profound when you just sit back and you ponder and you think about it, about the whole concept that you do take advantage of what you're in charge of immediately, whether it's planned, whether we're all in this game, whether we're consciously or unconsciously making decisions that affect our life. Everything you do affects your life. I look at life like this. There's something called the preserved tablet. For those who know, you can look it up. There's something called a preserved tablet. And it includes everything that you do, will do, could do, would do, didn't do. Every single scenario, just like a video game. You could do this, which would lead to this, which would lead to this. There's different paths, I think, throughout life. There's different juncture points. And sometimes you're conscious of it. I know I've been conscious of it where I know, hey, this is one of those juncture points where I make a decision that could change, that could alter my path in life. One of those things, whether you decide to move, whether you decide to approach this woman, whether you decide to approach this guy, whether you decide to go to college, whether you decide to lose weight and stick to it. All these things can affect the people you meet in life. Whether you decide to stay home tonight or whether you decide to go out, whether you decide to go to the grocery store, whatever have you. Like Cam said, when you meet somebody, it was designed whether you speak to them or not. You could speak to them, there could be a conversation, and you cannot speak to them. If you speak to them, that could lead to a completely different juncture in life that you could go at. But sometimes destiny has it where you guys will have to communicate with each other and you end up having kids and living this life, or you have to learn a lesson. That's my thoughts. There was one of the great companions of the Prophet, Ubadah ibn Asamit, if I'm pronouncing his name right, peace be upon the Prophet, and may God be pleased with his companions, where he was giving his last rites to his son, and he said, everything that has struck you was not meant to have missed you, and everything that has missed you was not meant to have come to you. So you look at life through a certain lens of, if it was supposed to happen, it would happen. If it's not supposed to happen, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter how much you try or what you don't try. If it's written for you, it's going to occur. Now, as I said, we can make decisions. You can make decisions, and if it's written for you, it's going to happen. If it's not written for you, y'all heard of the whole al-maktub, right? For those of you who are familiar with The Alchemist, al-maktub, and the whole thing, if it's written, it's your destiny. And Mase was saying something about you have your life and then you have your destiny. Some people choose to pursue, some people don't. But sometimes it's just irresistible. You have something inside of you that's on your heart that makes you want to pursue something, that you can't sleep at night. It's just something that keeps you awake, saying that it won't leave you alone till you do this thing that you're destined to do. And Mase gave that example. Whatever happened, I took a loss leaving Bad Boy. He went on to preaching, as a lot of you guys know. He was a pastor, which a lot of you do have issues with that. The fact that he came back to rap and he's talking like this now, even though he was a pastor with parishioners and a flock, and he went back to rap with P. Diddy. Things happen. I think Marlon Wayans talks about this. There are no mistakes. Whatever you do, you just have to be conscious of what it is that you're doing. Try to live every day as if it's your last, and just try to help people. Don't try to hurt people, try to help people, and try to learn from your mistakes. Try to be the best human being that you can without destroying other people. Just my thoughts, guys. Just think about everything you do. Don't miss out on a good interaction, or what could be a good interaction with someone new, because it could lead to other things that you never even dreamed of. I've learned so much. Just a quick story here, and I know this video is going on for quite some time. I've met so many people from YouTube that I would have never met. I've learned so much from YouTube. Just from me transitioning and me getting divorced, I've met so many great people. If I would have still been married, I would have never started a YouTube channel. I would have never met X amount of people. You guys wouldn't even know who I am right now. Just food for thought. I'm just being honest with you guys, and you have to look at the same way in your life. If you don't reflect daily on where you're at in life, your station in life, I think you should start doing that. Was it a mistake that led you to where you're at right now? You have to look at it like that. If you were doing this, would you be where you are? Would you know the things you know now? Would you know different things? Would you have kids? Would you be married? Would you be single? It's just stuff like that. Who knows? It's a journey, man. That's why you just have to wake up every day and be thankful, be grateful for where you're at, and just continue to push on. Continue to be great. So I'm not going to talk to you guys much longer. I just thought that this was dope. I know that that's not the most popular topic, and probably going to save a lot of this type of content for my other channel, my backup channel, GR Wisdom Daily. Subscribe. It's linked in the description. But you guys, just think about it. Just something to think about, guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings in abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. Listen, this is wisdom. I'm out of here. Listen, I'm the best. Let's run it up to 200,000. Quit playing with me. Peace.